Egg bite. How am I out of room? Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm Nikki, and today's video I'm going to be sharing a Trader Joe's grocery haul with you guys. They had some different fall stuff out. It wasn't really fall, it was more like Thanksgiving. We grabbed a couple of those things, but there wasn't anything crazy new that we got there, so most of our staple items we picked up today. But if you enjoyed this video or find it helpful, please go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. And let's get started. Starting with produce, and actually now when I do grocery hauls, I'm going to be putting the nutrition labels on the screen, not for the produce because they don't have them on them, but before I start this haul, I take a picture of every label and I'm going to be editing them into the videos because I got a lot of feedback and people find it helpful with the labels for the different items. So I'm going to start doing that, but for produce I won't have the labels, just so you guys know, but I'm still going to be saying WW points and everything like that for everything. Produce is usually 0 points, but let's go ahead and get to it really quick. I just keep talking. My normal apples I got, so I've got a bag of Honeycrisp apples. These are 0 points. It's just a staple item I buy every single time we go grocery shopping because I pretty much always need them. I have one every day after dinner and it's 0 points. I also needed some onions, so I just picked up some regular yellow onions for veggie mix and different recipes. I have a couple red onions still in the fridge. I got mushrooms, which I use for eggs, pizzas, pasta, wraps, everything. I just really like regular sliced white mushrooms. Also another 0 point item. Then this was the first time I've seen this, so I was excited. They had already cut up delicata squash. This is nice and convenient. I'm just gonna pop it on a tray and probably roast it in the oven. It's got the skin on it, which you can eat once you roast it, so I'm excited about it. It's 0 points, and it actually has some roasting instructions on here, but it just says to bake it at 450 for about 25 minutes, turning halfway. For the serving, it is 30 calories for a half cup, which there's 7 servings in here. It has 7 carbs, 1 gram of fiber, and 2 grams of sugar, but 0 points on WW, and it makes a really good side. I'll probably make that when we have burgers. Then I got some cucumbers, which I just like to get the pack like this of the mini cucumbers. I like to use these for different rice bowls, or if we're gonna be just having like a snack and having some dips, I use these on snack plates all the time. 0 points, they're refreshing and crisp, and I just prefer the little ones because they don't have all the seeds in the middle, and they're just so much crisper. Then we got some grapes, so we've been getting green grapes like every time I feel like. So we got red grapes this time. We just switch off. They're a 0 point sweet snack that we like to have. Adam packs them for work and I just have them with my breakfasts and lunches usually. Same with bananas. Adam always packs a banana for work and then I just use these for protein shakes or any type of recipes if I'm going to be making banana bread or even like baked oats or something like that. Adam's been taking more overnight oats to work, so he also uses a half a banana for each portion. So I'm going to start making him those more too. So we'll even need more bananas. But I've never seen this either. They had a giant container of diced butternut squash. So this is actually 2 pounds of butternut squash, and I'm going to use this to make soup. I'm gonna make the delicata soup recipe that I recently posted on my YouTube channel. I can link it in the description with the 3 different soup recipes I shared. But I'm gonna do the exact same thing I did for the delicata squash soup, but I'm gonna use the butternut squash instead. But on WW, butternut squash is 0 points, so I'm just gonna use this as an ingredient for soup. I just thought it was really, really convenient, and I'm hoping it'll turn out good. Then these are something that we buy every time. They didn't have many to get this time though, so I just grabbed 2. But these are the spinach and kale egg bites, and they're made with cheese, spinach, kale. I think these ones are just the egg whites, but they are 150 calories for the package of 2 of them. It is 2 points for that serving, 8 grams of fat. It's got 7 carbs and 12 grams of protein. So these are something that when I have a busy morning of cookies, I love having these on hand because I can just pop them in the microwave for 30 seconds and then I'll have them with like a piece of toast or something, or even just like a protein bar. It's just a quick breakfast and they taste so good. I just love them so much. So they're easy for Adam to pack for work as well. Okay, I was excited to see this soup because last time we went to Trader Joe's and they had a lot of their fall stuff out, but they didn't have the soup yet. They had the one that was in the jar, but it's much higher point. So this is their pumpkin butternut squash bisque, which I know I just said I'm going to be making butternut squash soup, but this actually is good for another month so we can keep it in the fridge. But it is just a delicate puree finished with brown butter and sage, so it'll definitely have a different flavor anyway from the soup that I'm going to be making. But for the serving of 1 cup, it's 100 calories. For the whole container, it is about 2.5 servings and it's 240 calories. It is 5 points for the whole thing, but For the serving of 100 calories, it's got 4.5 grams of fat, it's got 16 carbs, 3 grams of fiber, 8 grams of sugar, and 1 gram of protein. This will be just a quick and easy lunch that we can make. I'll probably make it one day when Adam's home from work, and we'll do like soup and sandwiches for lunch or dinner, honestly. Adam wanted some of this smoked salmon. So this is the pastrami style. It has really good flavor to it. It's 3 points for the serving of half or 6 points for the entire thing, which this is something that he can also easily pack for lunch. For half the package, which is 3 slices, it's 120 calories, 8 grams of fat, and 12 grams of protein. And what he likes to do with it is use a little bit of Laughing Cow, and then I make 2 ingredient dough everything bagels, and he can put that on there. So it's just a quick high protein option that he can pack for lunch and then add whatever he wants to it. Then I got some cheese. So we needed some light mozzarella. This is 2 points for the serving of a 1/4 cup. It's got 60 calories, 2 grams of fat, 3 carbs, and 7 grams of protein. And this is just one of my favorite cheeses to use for everything. I use it for pizza, eggs, pasta, garlic bread, anything I need mozzarella cheese for. It is really nice because it melts easily, so I even use it in like mac and cheese or pasta. But it's only 2 points for the serving. Then this is our favorite sliced cheese. It is the Jarlsberg reduced fat Swiss cheese. So for 1 slice, it's 2 points on WW. It's 50 calories, 2.5 grams of fat, 1 carb, and 7 grams of protein. Another one that melts pretty well. I like to add it to our burgers or just anytime we make sandwiches or anytime we need Swiss cheese. So if we're doing a Reuben type meal and it's like a bowl or something, I'll chop up a slice of this, but it's got really good flavor and it's lower point, so I really like it. Okay, I talk about how I switch off every time with which chicken sausage I buy from Trader Joe's. They have a few flavors that I really like, and this time we decided to get the spicy jalapeno chicken sausage. So these are 3 points for 1 link. For one of them, it's 100 calories, 6 grams of fat, 2 carbs, and 11 grams of protein, and they have really good flavor to them. I don't think they're too spicy, but they do have a little kick to them sometimes. They have jalapeno peppers for spice with roasted red peppers for richness, it says, and I like to use these for eggs, pasta. We were actually talking about making hearts of palm pasta, and I could use one of these with that, but they're just an easy, higher protein option, especially when I'm in a hurry making a quick meal, especially with breakfast. Then I just got some ground chicken. So this isn't 0 points. It is 4 points for 4 ounces, 160 calories, 9 grams of fat, and 22 grams of protein. So it's a high protein option. With this, I'm gonna either make ground taco chicken or I'll make chicken burgers or something like that, but it's just a good high protein option. I always try to get some type of ground turkey, ground chicken, and I still have a little bit of ground turkey left in the fridge, so I didn't want to buy too much this time. Then this is their uncured dry rub bacon. It is 2 points for 2 slices, so it's similar to the center cut bacon I usually buy at other grocery stores. It is 60 calories for that serving, 3 grams of fat, and 4 grams of protein. And every time I make this, I always like tell myself to get it again because it's always so good. This is one of my favorite bacons, and especially because it's 2 points for 2 slices. It just has good flavor, it's a good size, and I feel like it bakes well. So I usually just put it on a baking sheet and I bake it in the oven, and then I have it prepped in the fridge to add to breakfast, lunches, and dinners. Okay, then Adam and I both really like this bread. This is the Trader Joe's organic ancient grain and seed bread. It is 2 points for 1 slice, and then it's 3 points for 2 slices. And one thing I like about it, you can see it's got like the seeds in the crust. So it's kind of like Ezekiel where it's got like the sesame seeds on the side, but we like the seeds that are in the crust. For 1 slice, it's 70 calories, 1.5 grams of fat, 12 carbs, 2 grams of fiber, 2 grams of sugar, and 3 grams of protein. This is just another bread option for sandwiches. I like to use it for tuna sandwiches, or if we have lunch meat, or if I need toast, or something for a breakfast sandwich. Like, this is just a good option to have. It's pretty much like the Ezekiel bread we get, but it just is something that we can switch up. It's a different flavor. This one has a little bit more sweetness to it, so we kind of like that. Okay, I couldn't find any tomato sauce, which isn't good because Trader Joe's is the one place that has the tomato sauce we like the most. So I did get tomato paste because I can use this for different tomato sauce recipes, but this is just something we needed to stock up on because we're almost out of tomato sauce. I also got some diced tomatoes, which are 0 points, and I just use these for a bunch of different recipes, whether it's like a Mexican veggie mix or even just like a pasta sauce. They are very convenient to have on hand. I needed some more onion salt, so I just really like the Trader Joe's onion salt. And then I also needed some smoked paprika for different recipes as well, so I thought this was such a cute little can too. Then Adam needed some more taco sauce, so he really likes their spicy taco sauce, but even more so he likes this one. This is their newer one. It is chunky garlic and jalapeno hot sauce. So he actually got 2 bottles this time. He's gonna bring one to work because he wants to show his friends at work, but also he wanted to have a bottle here because he uses it on pretty much everything. It's 0 calories, 0 points, and same with this one. It's 5 calories, but he just uses it for different like wraps and rice bowls and stuff like that. Then we got some rice tarts of palm, which the box is 0 points. So when I buy these, I always buy 2 because Adam and I each have our own usually. One package has 60 calories, 12 carbs, 5 grams of fiber, 3 grams of sugar, and 3 grams of protein. And like I said, it's 0 points. I plan to make fried rice out of this again. We did that recently and it was just so good and I've been craving it since. It works just as well as my regular fried rice I make, so it's nice that it's 0 points. And then that's probably just what I'll use that for. Then we keep running out of cashew milk, so I just wanted to have this one as a backup because I like that this one doesn't have to be refrigerated. I leave it in the pantry until we actually run out and need it because sometimes that happens and I need it for recipes. This one's just an unsweetened almond, cashew, and macadamia nut beverage. It is 1 point for 1 cup. It's got 30 calories, 2.5 grams of fat, and 1 carb, and it pretty much works for like protein shakes, different recipes. Whatever I usually use cashew milk for, I use this in place of it if I don't have cashew milk. And then I got some of these Thai wheat noodles, one of my favorite items from Trader Joe's, if not probably my favorite item. But I love these and they got rid of them a while ago and actually they haven't gotten rid of them since, so hopefully they just keep them forever. They are 8 points for the pack and it comes with 3 packs in there of individual sealed noodles. Each package has 310 calories, 2 grams of fat, 63 carbs, 4 grams of fiber, and 10 grams of protein. And I use it to pretty much make sesame noodles or any type of quick dish where I use like stir-fry veggies and a protein and some noodles. Those are my favorite. They have such good texture and flavor and I just love them so much. And I think 8 points for the pack isn't that bad. Okay, moving on to some frozen items. I was so happy to get these because we have not seen them in a while. I don't know if they just like rearranged them and we've been missing them or we forget them every time, but we haven't had them in a while and I've missed them. So these are their French baguettes. They are in the freezer section. The pack comes with 6 in it and each baguette is 3 points on WW. It's 110 calories. It's got 22 carbs, 1 gram of fiber, 2 grams of sugar, and 4 grams of protein. And these are just so convenient to have to just pop 1 or 2 in the air fryer whenever we're doing like pasta or something, or we just want a breadstick. They heat up in a few minutes in the air fryer and it's only 3 points for 1. Then I got some frozen bell peppers. So I got these recently and they sat in my freezer for a little bit and then one day I was out of veggie mix and remembered I had them and they are so nice to have in there. They don't have onions or zucchini like my veggie mix does, but it's just so convenient to have these peppers cut up in the freezer and I could just add them to eggs or a bowl or whatever. I've pretty much only used them for eggs, but very convenient. So 0 points. For the serving, it says it's 20 calories for 2/3 cup and 5 carbs, and it's just a good option to have in the freezer ready. This is a dip we've been recently buying. It's in the freezer section as well. It is their creamy spinach artichoke dip. The entire thing is 16 points, but for the serving, it is 2 points for 2 tablespoons. It's 40 calories, 3 grams of fat, 2 carbs, and 2 grams of protein. And usually what I do is I use it as a pasta sauce. It works really well as that, or honestly, you could use it as any type of thing, like if you cook chicken in it or anything like that. I think it works best with pasta, but it also would just work as like a little dip. So it's a nice option. It is higher point for what it is because it is cheese, but really good, and I can definitely incorporate it with the points. We needed some more frozen jasmine rice, so I just like to buy these again as a backup in the freezer. So like I have no excuse when I don't have food prepped. I still have these options in the freezer that I can still make a good nourishing meal with. This comes with 3 individual packs of frozen jasmine rice. Each pack has 2 cups in it, and the serving is 1 cup for 210 calories. It's 6 points on WW for that serving. 46 carbs, 1 gram of fiber, and 4 grams of protein. And you pretty much just pop the bag in the microwave and heat it up for 3 minutes. This is one of my favorite breaded chicken options. It is the Trader Joe's gluten-free chicken breast nuggets. They're 5 points for the serving of about 1/4 of the package. It's 200 calories, 6 grams of fat, 20 carbs, 1 gram of fiber, and 16 grams of protein. I usually just pop them in the air fryer, but you do have to make sure to cook them fully because they are raw chicken nuggets, whereas a lot of times we buy like the pre-cooked. So we learned that the first time we got them, but make sure you bake them all the way through. Other than that though, they are so good. They're really good to add to breakfast burritos. They have a good crunch to them. Or I like to just use them in bowls, or when we do like an appetizer night and want some chicken, I usually just make some of this chicken in the oven or the air fryer. Then speaking of appetizer night, this is one of our favorite things to have. It is the artichoke tamales. These are pretty much just like cheesy artichoke-y little cups that are so good. I like to actually dip the chicken in them. I feel like it's a really good combo, and it's just one of my favorite things. These are 130 calories for one piece, 9 grams of fat, 7 carbs, 5 grams of fiber, and 4 grams of protein. And one of them is 3. So usually we just make the whole pack and each of us have 2, but super good, super cheesy, and it's one of our favorite appetizer night items. Then we got some more chicken cilantro mini wontons. These are also another staple item that we buy pretty much every time we go to Trader Joe's because they're so low point for what they are, and it's really easy to just heat them up either in the air fryer or on a pan on the stove. You could steam them. They have really good flavor, and they're just mini little wontons. For 4 pieces, it's 1 point on WW. It's 50 calories, a half gram of fat, 9 carbs, 1 gram of fiber, 1 gram of sugar, and 3 grams of protein. And we like to add them to different rice bowls, or pretty much, yeah, that's what we do. If we're doing any type of like stir fry or sesame noodle and we want a side, we'll make them, but they also work really well in the bowls. And I've heard a lot of people like to use them for soup. I have yet to do that, but maybe I will do that soon because I could even use the noodles to do that. Then another appetizer, I think this is the last one. These are the steamed chicken soup dumplings. These are so good. They're filled with a little bit of broth, and I just love how doughy the wonton is, but the filling's super good. It is 250 calories for the entire box of 6 dumplings. It's 7 points, 7 grams of fat, 29 carbs, 1 gram of fiber, 3 grams of sugar, and 16 grams of protein. When we have these, Adam and I each get our own box. Usually we have them when we have like a lower point fried rice or something like that, and then these are really filling with it. They just come in a little plastic container that you pop in the microwave, and then just be careful when you bite into them because they have the broth in them. But they're so good, and one of my favorite things to buy from there. This is something new that we haven't tried, but Adam pointed it out. We really liked their mushroom risotto that we tried, so now we want to try the asparagus risotto that they have. It is 5 points for the serving of a cup, and there's 3 cups in here. So when Adam and I make this, we'll probably just split it and have like a 7 or 8 point serving, whatever it track says. And then we'll make some chicken with it or something low point, some 0 point protein or something that can go with it and keep it still like a lower point meal. But for the serving of a cup, it's 150 calories, 4.5 grams of fat. It's got 24 carbs, 2 grams of sugar, and 4 grams of protein. I'm excited to see how this is. We both really like asparagus and risotto, so I think it'll be good. And then another one of our convenient freezer meals that we like to get. This is the shiitake mushroom chicken. It's 3 points for the serving of a quarter of the bag, and this is another one where we pretty much make the entire bag and split it between the 2 of us. So I think it's a 5 point serving when you round up to half the bag. So it's got chicken and green beans and edamame, and it's got a soy sauce with it, and it also has mushrooms, right? Yeah, mushroom stuff. Shiitake mushroom chicken. It's got mushrooms, green beans, and edamame in a sauce, and the chicken's good. We usually just have it with, again, like fried rice or some regular jasmine rice, and it's really convenient to throw together. I also like to add a pepper to it sometimes, or an onion, and kind of bulk it up with even more veggies. For the serving of a cup, which like I said is a quarter of the bag, it's 180 calories, 8 grams of fat, 9 carbs, 2 grams of fiber, 3 grams of sugar, and 20 grams of protein. So when we split this bag, we get 40 grams of protein. It's very filling, and it's just a really satisfying, convenient freezer meal. Okay, moving on to a few snacky things we got. So Adam really likes the ABC and the PBC bars that they have there. So this time he got the peanut butter cocoa bars. These are 5 points for a bar, and you can see they have like a creamy peanut butter cocoa filling in them. They're 160 calories for one, 7 grams of fat, 20 carbs, 2 grams of fiber, 7 grams of sugar, and 4 grams of protein. And it's a convenient snack that he can pack for work. Then I found these. I've never seen these before, but they are the tiniest chocolate chip cookies. So the serving for a third cup is 6 points on WW. It's 120 calories, 4 grams of fat. It's got 20 carbs, 7 grams of sugar, and 2 grams of protein. But I was thinking that I could just use like a small serving, like 1 to 2 points to put on my yogurt or on apple nachos. I feel like that'll be really, really good. So I just had to get these. My mouth is watering thinking about them. I don't know why. They're probably gonna taste like that chocolate chip cookie cereal, I'm guessing, but we'll see. Then one of my favorite salty snacks, which it's really not even that salty. It's pretty plain, but it just works well for snack bowls, and I do like the crunch and the flavor of them. They are crunchy curls. For the serving of about 31 curls, it's 130 calories and 3 points on WW. It's 5 grams of fat, 19 carbs, 1 gram of fiber, and 3 grams of protein. And yeah, this is one of my favorite snacks that I like to add to snack mixes to just bulk them up a little and add some crunch. These were new, so I've never seen them before. They are garlic and black pepper almonds. So roasted and seasoned with garlic, onion, black pepper, and sea salt. I saw these and just thought of Adam because he loves everything garlic and pepper and everything like that. And he always likes to try new almonds. So we're going to be trying these. They're 180 calories for the serving of a quarter cup, 16 grams of fat, 6 carbs, 3 grams of fiber, 1 gram of sugar, and 6 grams of protein. And it's 5 points on WW for that serving. Okay, I haven't gotten these in a while, but I forgot how much I really like them. They are rolled corn tortilla chips, and they're chili and lime flavors. So I really can only have a few because they're pretty spicy. They're very similar to Takis. It's 150 calories for 15 chips, 8 grams of fat, 17 carbs, 2 grams of fiber, and 2 grams of protein. And that serving for the ounce is 4 points on WW. So this is another one where I just grab like a couple of them and add it to my snack mix so that it adds some spice and some flavor, but it's not too much and it's still keeping the snack mix lower point. Okay, then I got these. These are just dark chocolate bars. I just got these for myself because sometimes I crave plain dark chocolate, and I figure this is just the best way to have it because this is just like, I think there's like 12 in here, so I pretty much just break off a fourth of the bar and it's perfect. The entire bar is 270 calories. It's 18 grams of fat, 25 carbs, and 3 grams of protein. It's got 5 grams of fiber and 21 grams of sugar, and it's 14 points for one bar. But again, I don't always use that. And even if I had a half a bar for 7 points, that's definitely worth it. A lot of times I like to just grab a couple squares to have with some cashews or some nuts or trail mix. And so that's why I grabbed these little packs. I just think it's so satisfying how they come too. So anyway, the last thing we got, this was a new item they had, and they are baked pizza flavored pillow crisps. So at first I wasn't going to grab them because I thought they were going to be higher point, but then I scanned them, and for 30 pieces it's only 3 points on WW. So a third of the bag is 3, so pretty much this whole bag is probably 9 points. But for the serving of a third, it's 130 calories, 3 grams of fat, 20 carbs, 1 gram of fiber, and 4 grams of protein. And of course we're going to try them really quick. So
yeah.
Let's see what we think. Okay, they don't smell that good, honestly.
We'll see.
But they do look like they're going to be like satisfying, and honestly 30 of these is a pretty good serving for 3 points.
Seriously.
So let's see what we think.
They're so lightweight.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Those are interesting.
Those are good.
They have good pizza flavor.
Yeah.
They could be stronger though, but like I like that type of flavor.
Yeah.
And they're kind of dry. It's weird that you bite into them. It feels like you're not eating anything.
Yeah.
Like there's really not much in your mouth when you chew it, but it seems like it's a lot. But I think it's good salty
I
snack.
feel like those would be good for like a snack, snack bowl.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. Anyway, that wraps up today's video from Trader Joe's. I hope you guys found this video helpful and enjoyed it. If you did, please go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time.
Bye.